Today's episode of The Mom Game is brought to you by our friends at Gateway Buick GMC at LBJ and Jupiter. I know that buying a car can be stressful, but not at Gateway because their slogan is Gateway's Got It. And just what does that mean? Well, it means Gateway's got a wide selection of new Buicks, GMCs, and GM certified used vehicles, all competitively priced. Gateway's got it. In these busy times, you want a car dealer who makes things easy and convenient. Well, guess what? Gateway's got it. When you log on to gatewaybuickgmc.com, look for the Shop, Click, Drive button. This allows you to shop from the comfort of your home, and who doesn't want that? In fact, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, select your vehicle. 2, create your offer. 3, schedule your delivery. And on top of all this, Gateway Buick GMC offers complimentary car washes for life. So when you want a dealer who has it all, Gateway's got it. You can find them online at gatewaybuickgmc.com or shop in person at LBJ and Jupiter. GMC, we are professional grade. Experience the new Buick. And welcome to episode 159 of The Mom Game. I am Emily Jones. She is Julie Dobbs. We are back together again.
We is.
I'm home from the spring trainings.
10 whole days?
10 days in Surprise, Arizona.
Okay.
That's enough. I don't know how they do it for freaking 6-7 weeks. It's ridiculous.
I guess all their families go there?
Yeah, most of them. But right. Yeah. So a lot of them, if they have school age kids, you know, they'll come in for spring break and that's about it. But like uncle.
Yeah. That's a long time.
Yeah. Mike and the kids went with me the first half or 4 days and then they came home and then I stayed for a week and had an anxiety attack. Usually happens, you know, about this just before the season. I usually have a giant.
You had one there.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Then, and then again.
Well, I mean, it's just kind of it's kind of lasts.
Okay.
It just kind of lasts. It just I'm not
a long attack.
Yeah. Where I get like I think spring training triggers it, and then usually I go to spring training earlier, so there's a gap between spring training and the season starting. And this year there's not much of a gap. It's like two days. Like, so it's like my anxiety attack came late and then now usually I have a break and I'll recover from the anxiety attack. And now it's just kind of bleeding over. And I think it'll go away opening day. Like after, it's just like the whole anticipation of, okay, here we go. Like, did I make the right decision? Am I doing the right thing? Because now I'm pot committed. I'm in for another season. You know, it seems daunting. I mean, granted, I'm only doing 80 games this year, which is the lowest number I've ever done. But it's just kind of overwhelming. It's like the anticipation of it. Like, how are we going to do this? Logistics, kids, sports, school, husband, food. I don't know, like everything.
It's everything else.
Yes.
Nothing about the baseball season and doing your job again makes you anxious, does it?
No.
It's
and I love
like
being
figuring
there.
out everything.
Yeah,
else.
it's just like the anticipation.
Yeah,
so,
because you know, like you're about to get hit with a big old shitstorm.
Here it goes.
Yeah,
here it goes. And so anyway, it'll be fine. But and
your family will just fall back into place. Like they know what to do, and they're fine with it.
We have tons of help. Everything's going to be fine. But I did have when Mike and the kids left, it was like I was in the Residence Inn in Surprise, and I was like, oh,
why am I here? What's my purpose in life?
I'm here for a week by myself. What am I going to do?
How did I end up here?
But yeah, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, but it's just kind of normal, normal stuff, right?
But yeah, it's a big change for you.
Yeah. How are you? How are things going?
I'm good.
Yeah. Kelly's.
Yeah, he's
How many more effing games in the Stars season for
1 million? It's never ending, and then playoffs start, and that could go a long time.
But fun. That's fun.
It is fun. I think the team. There was one game. I took the kids on Saturday night. And we played Vancouver, and the team looked terrible and tired. And everyone after the game was like, I think everyone's ready for this. For postseason to start, like
get the juices
all the
going
families,
again.
all the players, because these last, handful of games, it's like we're already in the playoffs. Although this affect the way they're playing affects the standings and everything still, but no, that's definitely how we're all feeling. And my kids are ready. I mean, they just miss him a lot. Yeah, like Ryder said something the other day. Our kids have gotten to the point where they're really trying to hit us where it hurts with their words.
Oh, they know what they're doing now.
They're smart enough to know. Yeah. So Ryder told Kelly the other day, he's like, I hope that the Stars don't make it past the first round because I want you to be home. And then Anna asked me the other night while I had my computer open and Kelly was home, so he was helping with bedtime. And I was like, Kelly, Dad's going to do bedtime. I've got to like prep for this show that I have at freaking ass crack of dawn. And I was like, good night, Anna. I gave her a kiss or whatever. And then she's like up on the stairs. She's like, Mom, she calls me over. She's like, this is my 4-year-old. What do you think is more important?
Oh, Jesus.
Your work or being with your kids?
Oh, my gosh.
I know. And
4.
I told Kelly and he's like, she's definitely like talking about me too. You know, it's like they're just understanding. And then it's like, yeah, 4 years old. So anyway, long story to answer your question of, yes, they're still playing. This week he's like in and out. They played in Chicago late last night. So I left. He came home late and then I left early. So I haven't seen him. But we are going on a double date tonight.
Fun.
With some friends, new friends.
Okay. You made new friends.
Well, so far.
It's early. It's early.
It is early, but they're like neighbor friends with kids in school with our kids. And the first date, we were at this like elementary school party, and I was going to see Christina's band perform when we took our drinking buddy, which we'll get to that night. And they came with us, like from the party into like the party for my world party.
They joined the party.
And they joined, and we all had a lot of fun together. And then she asked if we wanted to go to dinner. So yeah, I know. Pretty excited.
Sounds so exciting. I haven't made a new friend in so long. Like
I know.
One of like my very best friends, her name's Jennifer. And we always laugh because, I kind of was like, I'm not really into making new friends. Like I'm kind of old for that. I'm like good where I am. I'm good. We're good. And then randomly like 5 years ago or something, she was like, I'd met her like once or twice. I kind of knew each,
Yeah.
She has a daughter in Henry's grade. And she was like, do you want to go to lunch? And I was like, so awkward. Like, what? You asking on a date? Like, what are we doing? What is happening? Like, are we like by ourselves? Like, just the two of us?
I can just see this happening. Like you went into a full panic.
Right. I'm like, oh my God.
And made everything
what
so
are we
weird.
What are we going to talk about? Like, oh my God. I didn't know what to do. And I was like, sure. And so we went, we like had a couple margaritas and like know each other's life story. And now we're like, dear friends.
Well, because your kids are older. So I feel like you've had that time. Like, I think once you hit elementary school and like this is where we're going to be for a long time with all of these people and you kind of like filter through and you find your ones. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah. Well, and I'll never forget another girlfriend of mine who we don't see each other as much anymore.
Yeah.
When Mike and I first got married and she had kids, take that green thing off that bottle. It's making me crazy.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. Sorry. Excuse me.
You brought it. You presented it this way.
I know.
So I was like, I guess Emily likes her bottles being suffocated by nets.
We'll get to that in a minute too. So anyway, my friend Sharon and we were all like thick as thieves when we were young and, newly married or whatever. And she was like, Emily, you're going to end up being friends with the kids.
Yeah, I know.
The parents of the kids that your kids are friends with or in their grade or whatever. And I was like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, that's kind of how it's happened. But however, my like close group of girlfriends, they mainly have kids, boys that are a year younger than Henry. And then, so they're a little staggered, but
still
like, they
school
love same school, love hanging out together, like all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. And so that does kind of make me sad because like this group of girlfriends that I had that we were really tight and got together, all the time and all that kind of stuff. We really don't anymore because kind of everyone has their own little world. Still love them all, tremendously, but it's just like you only have so much time for dinners out and happy hours and hangouts and
I know.
all that kind of stuff.
It is weird and kind of sad how it works out, but also exciting.
Yeah,
when you make new friends.
Yeah.
And I have room for like a few more.
You do. Okay.
In my life.
Well, I feel like you and I are the same way. Like we weren't really, we were not close at all before we started this thing.
Yeah.
And now you're like.
And then I propositioned you.
And you did proposition me. You did. It was also awkward. Just kidding.
I went the email route.
Well, and then we met.
Yeah.
We met at Texas
We
Texas Live.
We did go meet at Texas Live.
We did.
Talk about our future.
It's our first date.
It was. Cheers.
Cheers to us. Okay, wait. First, a couple
Yeah.
things, life things.
Yep. Cheers. Cheers.
I got my new.
That say bless your
The,
bless your heart.
Didn't
You
it-
deserve a glass of wine.
Didn't your mom give us these?
I was shopping with my mom and I saw them and I bought them.
Okay. So I got my new car
Yay!
from Gateway Buick GMC. Gateway's got it. I got mine at Gateway. I love it.
unbelievable?
I have not had a brand new car in so long. It's really nice.
Yeah.
They were great to deal with, obviously. Anyway, and they were like, they were having me fill out this questionnaire or whatever, like, where'd you hear about us, blah, 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 and why, basically like trying to figure out why I chose to buy with them. And I was like, can you just put like, they've got a really cool spokesperson, whatever. Anyway,
They support a really awesome podcast.
and they support a really awesome podcast. Yeah, I heard about you on the Mom Game. Duh.
Yes.
So the one thing that's tripping me out about the car, like super fancy, lots of bells and whistles, like I love it. So everybody has a backup camera at this point, right? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like every car made after, 1990 has a backup camera.
Yeah.
This car has, I don't know if there's a drone following me around everywhere. It has the overhead view. So when I pull into a parking spot, it knows I'm pulling into a parking spot and it provides me an overhead view. Like where you can see the car, I can see the cars on either side of me. I can see what's in front of me.
Wow.
How the fuck is this happening?
Yeah.
Where is this camera? How does it work?
That's weird.
How can it see? How is it above me?
So do you see the top of your car in it?
Yes.
Is there a little antenna with a camera?
No, I don't know. It totally trips me out. But like, I was like, oh, maybe it's just a cartoon. I don't know. I mean, maybe like it has sensors and it's providing me like this image that's not really, the actual image, but like, no. Like I went into Starbucks today and you could see like what's in front of me, like the concrete, the lines
Like
on the
the
concrete.
curb?
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. You see everything.
Wow.
And I'm like, how is this working? How do I know? How does it know?
Do you think that when you go into the Starbucks, the camera follows you?
I don't know.
And your car is watching you?
Maybe.
And whoever's in your car or
Maybe.
the robot that drives your car,
Maybe.
they're stalking you?
Maybe.
This is interesting.
I need to know how this works.
You need a representative from Gateway
How does
Buick
this happen?
GMC to tell you
I'm gonna find
how
out.
it works.
I'm gonna find out, but it's trippy. I'll tell you that. It's super trippy.
Yeah, I don't know.
And also too, like, I feel like with this technology, like if I ever have like a fucking, parking accident, like it's all totally, I mean, like, come on, it's on me. Like, what are we doing?
I know.
Like
'cause
it's,
there's so much.
it basically it's parking for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's trippy.
I'm looking it up, like just because I needed a visual, so I'm trying to see like what you're seeing. Yeah, it's
totally overhead. It's
is it
insanity.
too much? Can you turn it off? I feel like it would be like over.
You can get rid of it,
It
but
might
I'm like,
make my brain hurt.
well, I'm
Is it
keeping
called bird's eye view?
Maybe.
Weird.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
super weird.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Camera equipped through surround view camera systems deliver images similar to those a camera equipped drone hovering 25 feet in the air of your vehicle might provide. They're not real. Instead, the pictures and angles presented by the surround view camera are computer assembled and synthesized using data drawn in from various digital cameras placed in strategic spots around a vehicle.
God, oh my God.
So it's like technically not real.
But it is. But it's showing me the exact thing. Like I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
I don't know. This is crazy.
Wow.
Your car is going to start driving you around places maybe soon that you don't even know
I don't
that
know.
you want to go.
It's crazy. I'll show it to you when we go look at it.
I
after the
want
show.
a new car like that.
Okay.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you got it.
Thank you.
And that you're loving it.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's get into some sports and then we're going to get back to life shit.
Okay.
So we need to update Mavs and Stars, Rangers a little bit too, since we're about to start the season. And we are having sports courts. We're having sports courts thanks to our friends at Panther City Lacrosse, because Panther City Lacrosse still has 2 more games left in their season. And we want you to get out to Dickies Arena and take it in. catch the fever known as Panther City lacrosse, Julie.
Yes, we went not too long ago. It was super fun. My kids still talk about it, and my son has even heard of other kids now playing lacrosse, and he knows what it is because we were at the professional lacrosse game here in Fort Worth. It is an action-packed night out with family and friends, and they will be taking the field again soon, like Emily said, April 1st and April 21st. Good news, tickets start at just $25. It is very affordable. Parking is easy. Everything about it is simple. It's a lot easier than, say, going to a Cowboy game or something like that. Make sure to secure your seats at PantherCityLAX.com. We are Fort Worth. We are Panther City. Discounted tickets available exclusively for TMG listeners. So just for listening to our show and just being a friend of ours, you get exclusive discounted tickets. PantherCityLAX.com. If you go to our link tree, you'll see the link for those discounted tickets as well.
Yay!
Yay, Panther City.
Okay, we just talked about the Stars a little bit. Just kind of playing out the string basically for positioning, right? Like seeding.
Yes. And
but one more thing. Like good news about the playoffs, like the max time Kelly's going to be on the road is like 3 or 4 days at a time, right?
Yes, there won't be any giant long road trips. And there's little breaks in between games. There's breaks in between series. Like say we go out and sweep somebody, then you got to wait on everybody else. So then he has some days off. And, you know, the playoffs, it is a whole different animal that we can deal with.
It's exciting though.
Yeah, it is exciting. But the Stars, so they've kind of let their foot off the gas just a little bit. And in the meantime, the Minnesota Wild have gone on a bit of a run, and Colorado also playing really well right now. So as of the time that we're taping this show, which in Stars world is after the Stars beat the Blackhawks on the road, they're third in the Central Division. So for the longest time, they were top of the Central Division, and I think everyone might have just thought, like, yeah, we're here, we're good, we're going to kind of cruise into the postseason. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10, so they're still winning, but Minnesota 7-1-2 in their last 10, and Minnesota is where John Klingberg is, our old friend. Oh.
Look what happened.
Is that your hair tie?
Yeah.
So you're going to have funny hair?
Look at me.
Do shake it out.
But I had a facial today and my hair's so greasy.
You have to do it. There's no choice.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so unfortunate for me and everyone involved. Oh, no.
Can you tie it in a knot?
Have
Can
you
throw it
seen
over
my
your
hair?
shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low?
Whoa.
Do your ears hang low?
Na,
Hang
na,
level
na,
to
na,
and
na.
fro. I don't think it looks so bad. It looks like
I don't think
a
it
new
looks
slicked hair trend.
so bad.
Hey,
Oh,
I got up at
bless
like
me.
5. If that makes you feel better, so did you. You do that anyways.
Okay, back to sports.
Back to sports. So anyways, the Stars are in a pretty good spot. And I think everything will be fine. Now it's about positioning and who they're going to play in the playoffs. The Mavericks.
Clinging
Dear
to
Lord.
life. Oh my gosh. This thing
Dear Lord.
is a dumpster fire.
Yeah. It's bad.
And I feel bad for him. I feel sad
did
for
you
them.
see that, Luka?
Yes, I feel sad for Luka. I hope everything's okay. And I feel sad for Kyrie.
I know.
I feel like he's really trying.
I do too.
I think, didn't he go on some kind of Twitter rant?
Apparently. I didn't see it. Something on social media about something.
I have social media fatigue.
Anti-vax.
Yeah, I have social media fatigue right now. I just find myself scrolling things, and then I'll
Me
be like,
too.
"Why are they
too.
posting that?" And then I'm like, "What? Why do I care?"
Right.
I'm the one fucking following them. Why are you questioning what people post?
And Twitter's getting
And then
really
I
weird.
say that, all of it is.
But
all
like,
of it's
'cause
weird.
of-
And then people are posting random shit that's not even true, and then people believe that it's true because of
because he's trying to have people pay now to be verified. We're about to get unverified, I think.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
Unless you pay, and I'm not going to pay.
Fuck that.
And so he's trying to basically pay to speak, right? To have your voice heard if you pay.
Have your blue check mark.
Yeah, so
Who cares?
Twitter is getting really weird.
Trying to find another hair tie. Bless me. All right, keep going. Resume. Mavericks or train wreck. Okay.
I might have a scrunchie.
This is great. Great podcasting.
Yeah, it is. So yes, Luka is the Mavs as a whole are.
I found one.
Okay, good. I'll stop looking. The Mavs as a whole are struggling. They lost, I think, like 4 in a row. They lost twice to Charlotte, a bad team. And those are all like must-win games. They even had Luka and Kyrie both playing because they've both been fighting through injuries. But yeah, the biggest takeaway for me is like, or the thing I'm worrying about the most is Luka saying like he's not having fun anymore playing basketball, and kind of alluding to the fact that there's something in his personal life that is also contributing. So I think it's probably both. It's like things aren't working out well on the court and something going on in his personal life, and then having to like field questions. Can you imagine having like all of those people asking you questions every night? And then
it's just like a good reminder that like athletes are human beings, like period, you know? They go through shit too. Yeah. And like when you have a shitty day and shit's going on at home or in your personal life or whatever, are you rocking it at work? Probably not. Like you're just trying to get fucking through. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I know. It's been a struggle for like morning radio because every morning you've got to at least pretend.
I know. You're doing a good job pretending.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
No, things are. I work with great people who can, like, if one of us is off, the other two know, and we can, like, you know, between the three of us, we like all get ourselves to even at some point during the day. But yeah, so that was very worrisome. And yeah, this is a team that was talking about a potential like championship this season.
I know.
And now we might not make the playoffs.
When you have like 2 of the top 10 players in the game in Kyrie and Luka, and it's just not working.
It's not working. And then there's the people that are saying like, wow, look how much better they play when Luka's not on the floor. And it's like they all try harder. And then if he is, it's like, what? I don't know. I'm not ready to like think about all the Luka off-season questions and all of that. But I have kind of succumbed to the fact that I don't think this team's going to do much. And I was really hopeful that they would, because it's super fun just being here in Dallas when the Mavs are in the playoffs and winning. It's so fun.
I know, especially if the Mavs and the Stars are in the playoffs.
Right. But
fun times.
I guess silver lining, the Stars get all of the spotlight.
It's true.
In the postseason, and then Dallas will come out for them. Yeah. They do pack that arena.
I think they will regardless. I think they'll get a lot of, I think that.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
I want to go to a playoff game.
Okay. Want to go? We can go together. Okay. I'm always looking for people to go to games with me. Okay. Let's do it. So that's Mavs and Stars, and then
let's talk opening day. Okay. But we first need to talk about the return of 2 of our favorites sponsors.
Ooh,
Noble Vines wine, which we're drinking right now.
Beautiful.
This is Noble Vines wine, the 446 Chardonnay, which we'll talk about that in a minute. But I ordered this last night because we were out of wine at the studio, and I was like, we need wine for tomorrow's show. We're bringing Noble Vines back because it's we're approaching Easter, and that's when kind of Noble Vines focuses their emphasis on getting the word out about their awesome wines is around the holidays, and so we're getting close to Easter, and that's why Noble Vines is back on board. I didn't have any Noble Vines at the house. Actually, I do, but it's in my wine things, and I didn't want to mess up my wine things.
Your big wine
my
decoration.
Wine, yes. So I have some bottles in there, and I was like, I'm not going to mess that up because then my OCD will go crazy, blah, blah, blah.
I support your decision.
I was like, so it was like 9 o'clock.
Chain of events.
9 o'clock last night. I was texting you, and I was like, I'm going to bottle rover it.
Yeah.
So then another sponsor returning to the fold is Bottle Rover, which is an alcohol on-demand delivery service that we love. So all I did was I got on the Bottle Rover app. I got 4 bottles of our 446 Chardonnay from Noble Vines and threw in a jar of blue cheese stuffed olives.
Saw that.
Because
last night at 9 o'clock that sounded
really good because I'm a really big fan of blue cheese stuffed olives.
But you did stand there and eat them today. So you paid off that craving from 9 p.m. last night. You were like, okay. Oh my God,
I love them so much. Yeah. So I swung by. They would have delivered to my house, but I had to leave early this morning, so that wasn't going to get there in time. So I was like, I'll just pick it up at Specs right on the way. Went in, showed my little confirmation, showed them my ID. Picked up my stuff they already had pulled, and then came on over.
Thank you, Bottle Rover.
Thank you, Bottle Rover. And then also thank you to Noble Vines. And like we were saying about Noble Vines, it is the perfect wine for Easter in particular. So I love this one and the Chardonnay, and I love the Sauvignon Blanc. I love both of them.
Yeah.
And I feel like
too.
And most people are doing like Easter brunches and stuff.
Yeah.
So like white wine. I can't drink red wine till like after 5. So white wine. I feel like is the way
nice
to go.
little white wine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get you some Sauv Blanc.
Yeah, because you're gonna have like a hearty
or
brunch
some Chardonnay. Yes.
Yes, it is all very good. The 337 Cabernet Sauvignon, that one has its rich, full-bodied style, aromas of cherry and blackberry, suave tannins. One of the things that we love about Noble Vines, they work with us at every turn, whether it's Do It for Durit or anything else that we present to them. They're usually down to help. They recently helped with an event with Susan G. Komen that I kind of connected Noble Vines and Susan G. Komen, and now all of a sudden they're teammates and they're helping to raise money for a good cause, and you love to see it. How many wines can you say do that? Wine brands, wine labels. So we love them. They're also a proud supporter of No Kid Hungry. No Kid Hungry is working to end child hunger in America by ensuring that all children get the healthy food that they need every day to thrive. And for more information on that, if that sounds interesting to you or you want to help, www.nokidhungry.org. And super exciting as well, Emily, in Fort Worth.
Yes, I will be there.
The upcoming Charles Schwab Challenge. You're going for fun?
I will go for fun. Yeah, that's my club. Girl.
Yeah,
that's my club.
It is your club.
Yeah, you want to go?
I know. I'm trying to do the math. I'm like, ooh, Anna's birthday's May 24th.
Bring it.
I could probably figure this out. But Noble Vines is the official wine partner for the Charles Schwab Challenge at Colonial Country Club in Fort Worth. That's May 25th through May 28th. So they're just getting involved in the community. They're supporting us. They're supporting the Charles Schwab Challenge. They're supporting No Kid Hungry. They're supporting Susan G. Komen. They're supporting Do It for Durit. Dang it.
Yes, they are.
They're amazing.
They're amazing.
They are.
Yes, and they're going to have this Chardonnay that we're drinking right now on the course at the Charles Schwab Challenge at Colonial. So yeah, super excited. So must be 21 or over, obvi. Noblevines.com. Please drink responsibly.
Yeah, and if you enjoy some Noble Vines, why not just take a picture of it and send it to us on our socials so we can see?
Drink it, drink it.
Give us a little cheers.
Okay, so yay for Bottle Rover and for Noble Vines, and then we're going to talk about another sponsor, Drinking Buddy. Are we picking up a theme here? We'll talk about them in just a little bit, but let's hit opening day.
Okay.
So I'm super stoked. This is probably the most excited I've been in a number of years, just because of the talent that we have on the roster. The Rangers went out and spent a ton of money last offseason on position players, Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, headlining that. And then this year it was like, we're going to focus on pitching. And they bring in, perhaps when healthy, the best pitcher in baseball, Jacob deGrom. And he will start on opening day. And I am so excited. I'm also so excited about the new rules in the pitch clock.
Oh yeah, you love that.
It's so magical. It makes me so happy.
I can tell.
It just, it's not. I did Kevin Minch's podcast, the Big Head Pod, yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. And of course, we argued about this. It's not changing the game. It's just improving the pace.
Yeah.
No one goes to a baseball game to see a batter step out of the box and adjust his glove and his cup and, tap his helmet and get the pine tar on there. I mean, they don't do that, it's not entertaining. Mm-hmm. Get your ass in the box, get ready for the pitch, swing the bat, period. End of story. Same way with the pitcher. Figure out what you want to throw and throw it, and let's go.
I just wonder, with those intricate routine guys, though,
right.
Are they struggling a little bit?
No, I think they'll adapt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like people always say, baseball's a game of adjustments. You're right. You're going to have to adjust to this.
Yeah.
But I feel like the infractions went down significantly over the course of spring training, and I think that will continue to be the case in the regular season.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to get to game 162 and a game is going to end on a controversial, no pitch, ball call or whatever.
They'll let them play.
Well,
in that moment.
I think at that point it's going to be a non-issue. They're going to have played, 161 games by that point, where I just think by the time we get to the postseason, it's just really not going to be an issue. And it just makes the game so much more pleasurable. Mm-hmm. Not because I don't love baseball, but listen, 3.5 hours, 4 hours, it's uncle. It's it's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah. The bigger bases, I'm kind of indifferent about. I really don't get why. I mean,
what was the thought there?
That it will increase the number of steals and the excitement and all that kind of stuff. And so many bang bang plays, are reviewed.
How much bigger are they?
It's 2 inches.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
I should know that. They're 18 by 18 now.
Wow. I wonder if mine are kids are going to do that too.
It definitely, it's definitely noticeable for sure. especially when you put them side by side. So there's that. And then the shift being gone, huge fan of that.
Yeah.
You know, and you mentioned I got into it yesterday, and he's like, you got the whole left side open. Just hit it that way. And I'm like, you're asking guys.
Impression.
Thanks. It's just like you're just asking guys to basically change their entire approach and who they are as a hitter, you know, based on these ridiculous shifts. Like, I don't want to see a third baseman.
So he was in support of the shift.
Which is also weird.
Right. That's
because
what I feel
I'm
like,
okay, so you're telling
I
me
he was
baseball purists that you like looking out there
and like
seeing the third baseman, you know, like in shallow right field. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
So anyway, I'm glad the shift is gone. I'm super glad the shift is gone. I'm super happy about the pitch clock. I'm kind of, like I said, indifferent about the bases. Yeah. But I feel like at least baseball is trying to make some changes to, you know, re-engage.
Yeah. They needed to.
Yes,
they
absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyway, I am stoked. I cannot wait to see what this, you know, what this staff does, if they're able to stay healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the deepest rotations in baseball. I mean, you've got Jacob deGrom, you have Nathan Uvalde, you have Martin Perez, you have John Gray, and you have Andrew Heaney. Mm-hmm. I mean, those five dudes have a combined 48 seasons of big league experience. Like, they know what they're doing.
Yeah. And I love like the perspective of last year, Martin Perez was the number one guy. Like, he was the ace, and now he's like a fourth guy in the rotation kind of deal.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, that really makes
and in
you
talking
understand
to him,
how much better they could be this year.
And talking to him, he's like, you know, I'm like, what's it like with these guys? You know, and he's like, it's fantastic. And he was like, you know, last year I felt so much of the burden. Like, I felt so much pressure to, like, I had to, you know, if we were on a losing streak, put it into it. Like, you know, and even like, and he loves being a mentor to the young players, but I mean, he was the guy last year. And it's a lot. It's a lot of pressure, especially when you're, you know, you're having like a breakout season and your 10th major league season. And so anyway, I'm stoked for him. I'm stoked for everyone. Bruce Bochy is awesome. We're going to get him on at some point.
Know him.
He
at spring training, did y'all?
Yes. And he just tells, I mean, his stories are gold. I mean, and everyone to a man that I would ask about him, and I'm like, you know, what's Boch like? And calm. Every dude mentioned calm, quiet, confidence. Like, he just, I can't remember who it was that said when he walks in a room, maybe it was Jonah Heim, when he walks in a room, the room just gets lighter. Like, you feel like he's got these, I mean, he's literally a giant figure, but like that he's bearing a lot of the, like, this load. Like, I got this. Like, I've done this. I've seen.
Isn't that the sign of like a good boss?
Everything.
Too?
Oh my God. And he's so personable. Like, he's so fun. He tells great fucking stories. Like, you know, and he's, like I said, he's seen it all and he's done it all. Yeah. And then the fact that he came out of retirement.
I know, it's almost like we're
3
lucky.
years. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
So lucky.
Yeah. I love that you say that, because you do know the people that walk into a room and everyone's like, oh
yeah, oh yeah, and you're like, he's definitely not that way. And he commands, like, it doesn't. I mean, and I loved Woody. You know, I loved him, but like, you know, when he hadn't done everything. He was a first time manager, and you know, all that kind of stuff. Right. I mean, like, Bruce Bochy, just like you walk into a room and you're like, it's fucking Bruce Bochy, dude. Like, we're not
no
going to
moment that's going to freak.
We're not going to challenge. We're not going to question. Like, whatever Boch says is what we're going to fucking do, because he's Bruce Bochy. Right. You know?
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah. No, that's great.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm excited to get to know him too.
I know.
Okay. So opening day, what are we wearing?
Okay. So I hate to shop.
Yeah.
So I hate to shop. So I basically panicked in surprise my last day there, and I was like, fuck, I don't have anything to wear.
Yeah.
So I promptly ordered 4 dresses off of Amazon.
Nice.
When I arrived home, 2 of them looked like they were made out of paper, and then the other 2 were good.
Happen.
Yeah. So I've got 2 of those to choose from, and then I did a Rent the Runway exchange. Mm-hmm. I kept 1 dress to wear to the Taylor Swift concert, which we'll talk about in a minute. So I swapped out. It's on my front porch apparently right now. My shipment is, so I'll weigh my options. Do you want me to send you pictures and you can vote?
Yes. Okay. Do you want all the mom gamers to vote?
I could do that.
Yeah.
I could put it on the socials.
Put it on the socials. There are people. They'll tell you the truth.
Okay.
And I'll vote.
Okay. I'll do that.
Are they red and or blue? Or not?
I went blue. I don't think I even got one red.
Okay.
I went blue. And then I had a facial today and I got I'm going to get my nails done. Like, I just try to, basically opening day is the only day I give a shit what I look like.
Yeah.
And then it all goes to hell after that. But like, I'm going to get my hair blown out. I got a dry bar appointment, the morning of opening day, and
Girl, you can be looking good.
I'm trying.
What's the day of like?
I'm gonna wash my hair. They're gonna wash my hair at the dry bar. Yeah. What's the what?
Like the day of like for you.
So my hair appointment's at 8, and then I'll go straight to the ballpark after that.
8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's 3 o'clock first pitch.
Right.
And then, but still, like, pregame starts at 1:30. I don't even know what time Clubhouse will be, so that's why I booked like 8 o'clock
The
hair
first
appointment.
one.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And y'all are broadcasting from there, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. We're broadcasting from Texas Live.
Okay.
So I'll be there at 7 or before.
Okay.
Very
Do you need me to
early.
come on the show?
Hell yeah, we'd love for you to come on the show, but I think you'll be getting your hair did. If you can, pop on over.
You're on the air till 11.
I know, but pop on over. Oh my God. If you can, but there's no pressure, obviously.
Okay.
You have a big day. But yeah, we're all going to be at Texas Live, which will be fun. 7A to 7P, all of our shows.
That's fun.
We couldn't get tickets from the team. And I got excited about the whole prospect of like staying for the game. So I had prematurely booked my sitter and then found out that I didn't get tickets, and she's already like rearranged her schedule. So I'm like, I'm just going to loiter. I think I can get a press pass. So if I want to go in, I'm going to use that. And I didn't have big plans for sitting and watching the game anyway. I just thought like, hey, it'd be cool to go into, not be stuck at Texas Live.
Yeah.
But I might
just go walk around.
Yeah, I just kind of want to walk around so I can use the press pass if I want to do that. Otherwise, I'm like, I might just be hanging around on the air all day because now I have my sitter until 6.
Dude,
and I don't want to be
advantage
like,
of it.
never mind, because she changed her plans. So yeah, I'm going to be like the
Use
number
it.
one loiterer.
Good for you.
Outside of Texas
Yeah,
Live.
come see me.
I'll
I'll
just
come
pop
see
on.
you. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Do you know any good places in Arlington to take a nap?
Do I know any good places in Arlington to take a nap?
Or if I was going to nap in my car.
Yeah, nap in your car.
Yeah.
Just park somewhere remote. Like, you don't
Yeah.
want people.
Not outside of Texas Live.
I mean,
I could put a little mattress.
but you don't want to lose your spot. You can't leave Texas Live. You're going to lose your spot.
So I got to find somewhere to nap in Texas Live.
Go to Pudge's Pizza.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It won't be open yet.
No, there's bound to be. Oh, isn't there like a lounge or something? Like I don't know.
And everyone,
Go to Troy's place.
Okay, I
There's
can
booths there.
Oh,
Just go
ooh.
curl up in a booth.
Okay, I could go take a nap at Troy's place
Bring a blanket.
and bring a blanket.
Yeah.
Okay. And no one will bug me. They'll be like, oh my gosh.
Right. Were you doing
what's wrong with this
shots
person?
the other day at like 7 a.m?
Yeah, I was.
How did that work out?
On the air.
Yeah.
I was hungover at 11:30.
You didn't take your drinking buddy. What's wrong with you?
But I don't know the technicalities of drinking, buddy. If you're taking shots at 7 a.m., like you're trying to prevent
So you're
the hangover.
supposed to take it with your last drink
I know.
or right before bed.
Right.
But you
I
didn't go
wasn't
to
going to be
bed.
going to bed for a long time.
And you didn't know when your last drink was.
No, I didn't.
You have to plan better.
I do.
You have to plan better. But
I
we do
know.
love Drinking Buddy.
We do.
By the way.
We do love Drinking Buddy.
Because we tried it out, right? Because we don't, I mean, honestly, we don't sponsor, I mean, we don't solicit sponsors that we don't believe in and
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
And so they sent us this stuff and I'm like, listen, how can this work? Right.
Yeah.
And so usually I'm drinking like in moderation, it's a little Noble Vines, my Scout and Cellar clean crafted. So I don't really have to worry about the hangovers too much.
Yeah.
But there was a night a couple weeks ago before I left for spring training where we were going to this place that I love, and they have the best martinis ever with blue cheese stuffed olives. It's called Silver Fox, and I was craving martini, like their martini, for weeks, like since the last time I'd been.
So excited! You had
So I was-
spring training on the
Yes.
horizon.
So I
you
knew-
were feeling a little.
And I knew. I said,
Anxious.
I'm gonna try the Drinking Buddy because
Yeah.
I'm going out. I'm not staying home drinking my safe wine that I know is safe. So I'm going to try it out. So I had 2 martinis and 2 glasses of wine, I think, and got home, took my Drinking Buddy, and then woke up the next morning. Usually I would feel like I'd been hit by a truck.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, like, it wasn't like I was doing cartwheels out of bed.
Right.
I don't want to give that impression, but I like got up, worked
Clear
out.
head, clear mind.
Clear head.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, this shit works.
This shit works.
So I was like, okay, I'm in on Drinking Buddy.
Yep. And it's
And my other girlfriends that were with me, they were like, we're dying. What did you do? And I'm like, a Drinking Buddy. You got to get the Drinking Buddy.
Them?
Yes.
Gosh, we spread the word about so many things that are life changing. Drinking Buddy is something that you can feel good about. You know what's in it because I'm about to tell you. It's herbs, minerals, and vitamins like milk thistle, ginger, and prickly pear.
Big fan of milk thistle.
The main active ingredient is called DHM, and that is the extract from the Japanese raisin tree, which has been proven to help your body metabolize alcohol more efficiently. Thank you, tree. Jeez, the person that found this tree and found this out and put it in a little capsule for us is a genius. Thank you, Drinking Buddy. It's also been shown to protect your liver from the damages of alcohol. And obviously, both of those things are very important, especially as you get older and you feel it a lot more the morning after. Drinking Buddy will help you feel the best, your best, the day after you have a few drinks. It's like Emily said, I've tried it. It's worked for me too, and I'm going to keep trying it. In fact, I don't ever want to be left without it in this life. If you want to use it like us, go to drinkingbuddy.com, and use our promo code. We have another promo code. It is TMG, just like you thought it might be. Drinkingbuddy.com. Use the promo code TMG to receive an exclusive discount on your purchase. And they want to remind you to supplement responsibly, and you can party without the pain.
Party without the pain.
I just love it when these people come out of the woodworks and want to work with us because this is something that's kind of like.
Do you think it was a direct result of me being a train wreck on our day after the Super Bowl show?
No, it was just really good timing though.
Can you believe that? How random that was?
I know. Emily's first hangover that she ever admitted to in her life. You're like my mom.
Definitely not my first.
Like my mom, like still whenever I was growing
you
up.
pounded on me too. Like pounced. You're like, oh, you're hungover. Tell me all about it. How do you feel? Are you gonna throw up? Did you puke?
It was really
diarrhea?
exciting.
What you got?
That was a big moment for me.
It was. You were so happy.
I know.
That I was hungover.
Because I've always wondered. I'm like, I know she goes out and like, you know, but you never like just come to the table being like, I'm really effing hungover like I do. Dying. I mean, I'll tell the whole world. It's like, whatever.
Right.
Like, but I was excited that you were just like me. Where you get hungover too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But no, thank you to Drinking Buddy. Good friends of ours.
Okay, so what did we say we were going to talk about? Didn't we say we were going to talk about something?
Well, we said we were going to talk about a lot of things, but
wait, there was something specific.
Oh. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
We have the bad news to talk about.
I know. We should talk about it.
We should talk about it. Is there anything else? I guess
I know. I just felt like we were like, let's talk about that. No, I think we're done. We talked
about Mavs. We talked about Stars. We talked about Rangers. And we talked about your outfit,
what I'm gonna wear,
and you might pop on our show.
Yes.
And I was talking about being there all day.
You need to take your Drinking Buddy to the ballpark.
T.S. Taylor Swift.
Oh yes,
that's it.
That is it.
Thank you, Brain.
Thank you, Brain. I'm going to Taylor Swift, and so are you.
Yeah. Are we going on the same night?
I'm going Sunday.
Shoot.
Where are you going? Saturday?
Yeah.
I'm in a suite.
So am I.
Oh, okay then.
Do you have all you can eat food?
Sure. I don't know. But I did. There was a text string going on today. So the sweet girl who invited us, it's just moms. And she's like,
just moms?
Just moms. And so she's got like party bus with, all the drinks taken care of. And, I'm like, do we need to somebody was like, do we need to bring anything? And she's like, don't bring anything unless you want to buy
Those are the best kind of
Taylor Swift swag. Yeah. So shout out KJ. I don't know. I always feel weird. Like
KJ, I'm Julie. KJ. You can get my phone number from Emily for the next big event.
So we're going to Taylor Swift party bus. I'm so excited. I'm a little torn because I'm missing the Dirt Divas second game.
Oh.
But it's okay. We have our season opener on Saturday. So anyway, but I'm stoked.
Is there a Ranger game that day?
No. Okay. So here's the weird thing about my schedule. I work opening day, then it's an off day Friday for the team, and then Saturday, Sunday got picked up national. So both are national games. So I'm off Friday, Saturday,
have to get through
Sunday.
Opening day, and then you have a little break.
Then I have a break, and then we're 3 against the Orioles, and then I go to Chicago. My first time at Wrigley. I'm excited about that.
Oh yeah, that will be cool.
Yeah.
Well, that worked out well.
So so you're going T-Swift but it's better you're going on Saturday because then you can sleep on Sunday. Because
I couldn't.
If you were going to go on Sunday,
it would be not very much fun for me. Because I would have that at the back of my head that I need to wake up
like
early
looming
and do
over
radio.
You.
Yeah,
I will definitely be drinking. You know what? I'm going to take it on the bus and just like hand it out when we get home.
Nice.
Like here, everyone.
Yeah, I'll be taking it too. I'm going with our nanny. Invited me and Anna.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Wait, how does your nanny have a suite?
Her family has tickets everywhere. All the things. Stars, Cowboys, Mavs. I know.
Dang.
Awesome. I was thinking, I'm like, that's like goals, like for when I'm a grandma or, cause like you just come hang out with me. I have all these tickets. They're going to always want to be hanging out with you. Right.
Right.
But I haven't met her mom yet, but she sounds wonderful. And her mom helped like arrange everything. They have a bus too. And I think it is like a suite with all the food and everything. And our nanny, who remember I met her on the elevator at the Stars game, and she and Anna hit it off in the elevator. Well, now they're obviously still besties, and she's gotten Anna so obsessed with Taylor Swift. Every morning when I'm at work, they're listening to Taylor Swift, and Anna like knows all the words to the Shimmer one.
She's gonna lose.
Looking to do when you look in the mirror, gonna win in the whole world shimmer.
Oh.
Anna like knows all the words. I don't even know all the words, obviously, but yeah. So they've been talking about it.
She's gonna lose her mind, Anna.
I know they've been counting down the days.
Okay, what are you wearing?
I'm super excited, but I'm in a weird place where I'm like, okay, I'm not like going to party hard because I'm going to be in charge of my 4-year-old.
Right.
So I can't wear anything too crazy. I actually was looking at Rent the Runway yesterday, and then I thought I would have time, but it said it wouldn't be delivered till April 3rd. So I just threw my phone down. I was like, well, screw it. I don't want your stuff.
Well, that's weird.
I don't need it April 3rd. April 3rd is going to be a boring day for me. I'm going to just be
boring day. I don't need your fancy clothes.
I know. April 1st is when I need your clothes. So I'm back to I'm going into my closet, so who knows?
I'm wearing sequins.
Yeah, that's what I was going to order.
There's a little bit of midriff. Just a tiny little sliver. Just a little sliver.
Gonna be hot.
Only for Taylor.
Take some pics.
Only for Taylor.
This weekend's gonna be nuts. I mean, with the Rangers and with Taylor Swift.
It's gonna be so fun though.
Big XFL game Friday night.
Duh.
There's a lot going on, and there's a lot going on in Arlington. We talked about it on the show today. But no, I'm excited. It's just gonna be it's gonna be fun. I mean, obviously, she's such a wonderful performer, and everything that's come out about
she's a stud.
This tour has been like crazy. Just how good it's going to be.
So when she kicked it off in Arizona, when I was there,
that's right.
So we went to this place that's right next to, I forget what it's called, where the Diamondbacks play. Maybe no, she played in where the Cardinals play.
Yeah,
and we went there at like 1:00 to go to this putt place that Tiger Woods opened in Glendale.
Okay.
And so we go to try to grab some lunch at this like shopping center that's right, like it's all kind of like this little entertainment hub, sports hub, whatever. And so we go to get some lunch, and like I'm like, what is happening? Like everybody, it's 2 PM, and
so
people are in
sequins.
Outfits. Oh
yeah, there were a lot of sequins.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah. Shimmer, shine, face glitter. There's all the things. So, so I don't know what shoes I'm going to wear yet, but yeah, I'm super excited about Taylor. Like,
it's going to be like
Hattie's pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
She's pissed.
Yeah. It's going to be like an all day
But
event.
I'm like, listen, honey, like I wouldn't have sought this out, but the fact that I have a lovely friend who has invited me, I'm definitely going to go, but I don't think I would have sought it out. I love her. I think Taylor's great.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated. So I went, when I was in Surprise questioning my existence last week, I did go down a Taylor Swift rabbit hole. Mm-hmm. I was so, first of all, I don't know. I just think she's kind of a badass. Like I think she's not even kind of, she's a full-fledged badass. I just didn't realize all the ups and downs. And so, I don't follow her, like as far as like, I don't keep up with her.
Yeah.
But I was like, so it sounds like she has a boyfriend now. And like, people are like, duh.
Yeah.
She's had the same dude for like a long ass time.
Or whatever. It's been a few years, I think. Which is good. And he's like not
I know.
in the spotlight.
Why don't they get married?
I don't know. I think they will. Maybe she doesn't want to share all her money.
True. Prenup, Taylor.
Yeah,
Prenup.
Exactly. But no, I'm super excited. I'm just excited to see Anna, and
I know
like go
she's
to
gonna
a Taylor
love it.
Swift show with Anna. Like we're probably just gonna be in the corner like dancing and hanging out.
Yeah.
So no, that will be a ton of fun.
Yeah, super exciting. Okay, are we going to talk about it just a little bit here at the end?
Yeah.
That's sad.
We do need to talk about what happened in Nashville. It was Monday, the shooting that occurred at a private Christian school, Covenant Christian school in Nashville, that killed 3 little kids and
3 9-year-olds.
3 9-year-olds.
I mean,
and
Hattie
3
McCoy is
adults.
9, and that it just made, I don't know, it's like little things hit you, and I'm like, that I just kind of want to vomit right now. Like, just vomit.
And it's like a little Christian school, like, you know, it reminded me of like the school Anna's at. And
Right.
you saw like the picture of the head of school and how like lovely she looked even just in her photo, and how to be the head of school and just you live for these kids. And there was a report that she was like trying to protect them. I mean, it's just terrible.
So you have 3 9-year-olds and then 3 people in their 60s.
3
like
people in their
instructors,
60s,
so, yeah.
the head of school, a substitute, and the beloved custodian who is a dad of 6. So it's just so terrible. And I don't know. I was talking with some of the moms at pickup yesterday, and everyone was saying like, I don't know, it feels like this one even hits more close to home. One of the little girls who passed away, her dad used to be a pastor at Park Cities Presbyterian Church in Dallas, which is where a lot of my friends go. So they knew him.
Yeah.
They know him, and they knew of his daughter. And I guess she was just here like a couple weeks ago. They were visiting that church, and he guest spoke.
You know, it's like, but it's like you think like, you know, my kids are in public school. And so it's like, you know, some people are like, oh, would you move it to private? Or I don't know that there's any place where you're guaranteed safety and to be guaranteed that something like this is not going to happen. You know what I mean? It's just, or, you know, just a small little school. Like this is just such a cute little small
300
school.
people or something.
And it's like, I don't know. It's just so nauseating. And you just, oh my gosh, my hair clip, it just popped again.
Oh,
It means my hair is really greasy.
it's okay.
Okay.
But no, it is. It's so nauseating, and it's like, oh my gosh, another one. It's terrible.
But then it's like everything's, we don't,
And I
so
actually,
we
like-
talk about it and then like nothing changes and what do we do? And
I know.
it's a super, super helpless feeling.
It is
for everyone.
And when you have children that are in
Right.
school, it makes it.
Yeah, I was listening to the radio
Feel that much
on the
worse.
way to school, listening to you guys actually,
Yeah.
and y'all were talking about it, and I just turned. I don't want to talk about this morning.
Yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to answer questions.
Did you hear me roll up late?
don't.
During that conversation.
I did. Yeah, but I just didn't want. I was like, I don't have it in me right now to
And that's how-
explain to my kids what the fuck is going
And I'm
on
not-
in our world.
I personally, like, mine are small enough. I'm not going to. I don't feel like there's a reason to be like, this is
No.
what happened, and this is what could happen
Right.
when you go to school. Like, no,
Right.
I am not. And I know they have drills and stuff, you know, for if anything terrible were to happen, whether it's that or anything else, they do the same like drills, I think.
Right.
So they probably are aware, but like, I don't want my kids to know that this evil is out there.
I know.
And they're going to figure it out.
Yeah,
But like, if I can shield
but you
them
can
from
protect
it,
them for a while. You
for
know
a
what I
little
mean? Like
bit.
my kids' age, it's like
Like,
you
we
know.
were lucky enough to not have to think about
No,
that when
I mean,
we were kids.
we were just worried. I mean, like in Plainview, we were worried about like tornadoes, or
Yeah,
like,
which
or
is
we were
still a
worried
thing.
about. So I don't. It's like kidnappers. Like
Yeah.
it always be like, oh,
There
there's
was-
a
right.
white van, or it's really weird. Like
Yeah.
they're looking for blonde hair, blue eyes. That was a big thing in Plainview.
Really?
I mean, it really wasn't. It was just like,
Oh, that was like
that's
what
what the
people
kids talked
said.
about. Like, oh, they're looking for blonde hair, blue
Really?
kids. I was like,
I don't
safe,
Yeah.
totally safe.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Really, but yeah, it's just absolutely
It's just
terrible.
sad. And then it's like I feel like we do the same thing where it's like everyone gets outraged and we get sad and
Those
then
things
nothing
about
changed.
actually doing something.
And no one does. And it's like it's just a helpless feeling. It's
Yeah.
helpless. You don't know what to tell your kids. You don't know what to tell yourself. You don't know. I mean, it's just awful.
sickening.
It's sickening.
It's
I will say
sickening.
the one like silver lining. That's a terrible thing to say. Not a silver lining. One of the things that was very eye opening was the way that the police officers handled that.
Yeah.
Fucking
Did you see that?
Bad
I'm not
ass.
clicking on the videos, but I've seen that there's videos that like show the moment they heard about it versus
oh, I mean it was
like
like
6 minutes.
they rocked it. I
Yeah.
mean they were, you know, like you think about what would have happened if they weren't as, you know.
I know. And this one was a former student who is like sounds like transgender and maybe had some issues with the school and her parents not letting her be
who she
wanted to be, which was
he wanted to be.
Aiden was, I guess, who she wanted to be. But and she had reached out to a former basketball teammate. Did you hear this?
No.
She had reached out to a former basketball teammate she hadn't talked to in years. It's not like they were even that close. But she said something that was like, I'm going to do something terrible today. I'm really upset. I really don't like who I am and how my life is going. I'm going to do something terrible. And I think she might have mentioned the school. And that person called like a suicide prevention hotline and called authorities. And in that amount of time, she was already in the school. Ugh. So like this person was trying to help. It's like, I don't know. You've got the person that doesn't know anybody in the school and just wants to go do something terrible and picks a school and tries to see how much damage they can do. And then you've got this person that like has a vendetta against the school or her
has
parents.
Ties to it. Yeah.
And apparently she was going to go try to get like her parents next. So it's just, I mean, in that, like whatever we can do to decrease guns, whatever kind of gun control we can implement, I think the assault rifles, I think they need to go. I think they need to be gone.
Right. We've had this conversation, and I don't know what she had.
She had an assault, two assault rifles or something. Okay. And a pistol.
Remember, I don't know if you remember this, but my whole thing is like, if it goes, it shouldn't, we don't need it.
We don't need that.
We don't need it.
We don't need that.
That's for our soldiers and our military who protect us. Whatever. We don't need, we don't need that.
No.
I do believe in the right to bear arms. We have guns at our home. They're in a safe, but we do bring them out at certain times.
I think if you just ban assault rifles, it's going to help. That's what's so frustrating.
Right. Yeah.
That we can't do that. And I heard Joe Biden like calling for change and all that. And he's throwing up his arms. He's like, I've done everything I can do with my executive power. Now this goes to like the House. And then you've got the Republicans and the Democrats, and the Republicans are the ones that are.
I know. Blah, blah, blah. But like the fact that like, if you're, and listen, we've established the fact that I hate politics, and fiscally I'm conservative and socially I'm liberal. Like period, end of story. Those are if you want to know my political affiliations, there they are. There's really not a party for me. So I can't consider myself, I don't consider myself a Democrat. I don't consider myself a Republican because of that, because you can't, because apparently if you're a donkey, you got to believe this and all of this and all these things. And if you're an elephant, you have to believe all of this and all of these things, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, when you have people who are completely unwilling to even entertain the idea of like, can we try to figure some shit out in regards to guns?
That's what's really frustrating to me.
It's like, can we just talk? Can we just talk about it? Like, I'm not going to your house. I'm not taking away your guns. Like, let's go through, proper channels.
Yeah.
Like, my husband has his concealed handgun license. Like, he's been through all the things and done all the proper things, and we keep it in a safe, like all the things we've done, but that's not, those aren't the people that are doing these things.
Right.
And so it's like, can we just make it a little harder?
Right.
And
to just blanket statement, like, no, we can't do anything. If bad people want to do bad things, they're going to find a way to do them. It's
they can't do them as quick.
Right. If there's a way to possibly even help, let's do that. Because now we're talking about kids.
Wielding a machete, things are going to move a lot slower than with a freaking assault rifle.
They are. Yeah. So it's super frustrating to hear what some of the Republican senators are saying. One particular that was on my feed, oh my God, he was just pissing me off. And then they said, well, what if this was your kid? I think it was the guy from Tennessee. And he was like, well, I homeschool my kids. Okay, good for you. Okay, so awesome. Now that's the answer. So I don't know. It's terrible. It's like kept me up at night, and
it sucks. And I don't know. I just feel like I hate talking about it. But I feel like we have to,
as a mom, like it's on your heart,
it's
isn't
devastating.
It? So it's like we can't just not talk about it because it's real.
So if you're out there and you're feeling helpless and that there's nothing you can fucking do to, keep your kids safe at school, like I feel you. Like we all are in the same boat. Like it's just, it's a scary thing.
And like I think we said last time, like the one thing we can do is just to try to be the best parents that we can be, and to have the conversations with your kids and try to make sure that they're being brought up in a good way with a good headspace, and that they're going to be good citizens. But also too,
like, don't you think it's important? Like, this isn't actually a conversation I've had like directly, but I think I probably need to, especially with Henry. Like if something is fishy, you need to speak up.
Yep.
Like to me, to a teacher, to somebody. Like if there is something weird going on, you speak up.
Yep.
Period.
I think so.
End of
Yep,
story.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. We covered a lot. God bless my hair. So greasy.
God bless Emily's hair.
Bless
That can be the
Emily's
name of this happy.
Okay, so next week we'll be back together again in studio. We'll be talking about, we'll talk opening day. We'll talk all the things.
I know, and we have a guest that will be on eventually.
Oh, yeah. Amanda?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We thought we had Amanda Renner of Full Swing fame and
golf channel
She's so
and
golfy.
CBS. And
yes.
I swear that woman's at every golf event.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully it was just a miscommunication. She doesn't hate me.
She doesn't hate you.
I hope not.
But I told you, I was like, she's so busy right now. I don't know how she would
She's super busy. So hopefully we'll get Amanda on. But it was fun catching up. We had a lot to talk about today.
We did.
Yes. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of you who listened. Thank you for listening.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Okay, I'm going to go find a ponytail holder, and we'll see you next week for episode 160 of The Mom Game.
Oh my gosh.
In the meantime,
Mom Game out.